me joy when you look at my channel and see that someone actually is viewing and liking my channel. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please, I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel, and please give me a like, a thumbs up, so help my channel to grow. Today, what I'll be doing is I'll be removing this Sansevierias Cylindrica starfish from this pot that she's been living in for over a year, maybe a year and 6 months. I repotted her in this pot in 2022, and she grew a lot because when I bought her, she was really tiny, maybe just like not even the palm of my hand with my fingers, but she grew. She even gave me a new pup. She bloomed, but she's huge. Look how big she is. So reason for repotting her. The pot is kind of shallow because see how big she is, and she's very heavy. So she is tipping over to the back. See, if I let her go, the roots are coming up. I'm afraid I'm going to break her, and she will break, and then that would be very sad. So I am going to remove her from this pot and place her in this great big concrete pot. This one right here. The soil is already prepared. I have my potting soil. I have perlite, cocoa coir. I have leca. It's very hairy, see? Very, very hairy. So I think it will be great soil for her. It's kind of like the same mix that she's in. I like that kind of mix for my plants because then they don't waterlog and get root rot. Sometimes that can happen if we overwater. However, I want to carefully remove her from this pot because I'm so in love with this thing. She's big, but see, she's very wide, so she can't get to sit properly in the pot, and maybe that's one reason she's not giving me new pups. And I don't know, pups could be under here, but I am not sure. So, oops, don't fall over, my darling. Okay, so I'm gonna set her up here, and I'm gonna work with her right here because I'm afraid she's so heavy, and I'm sure somebody's nervous right now that something is gonna happen. It's gonna not make me so happy, but I'm getting her out of this pot today. It's just, she's not hard to get out though, you know, because guess what? She has really good soil in her. I put my also I added my Epsom salt. Uh-oh, almost broke something. Epsom salt, cinnamon, ouch. And at the end, I will give her fertilizer. Seemed like I needed some help, right? I know somebody might be just cringing and saying, oh my God, what's going on here? I hope she don't break her beautiful plant. So I'm getting her out of this pot. Yes, let me use my knife. Have to go around. This is a serrated knife. Some people call it a red knife. So, and this plant is in my way a little bit. I don't want to break anything. Yeah, you can see this great big cylindrica over here. She's in my way. She has to be repotted as well because she has pups bursting the seam of that pot. And actually, I do not know what I'm going to put her in because that's a great big pot she's in. Yeah, see? She's coming on. Okay. I don't have to do anything to her roots. I like watching her cleaning. There are no pests and no nothing. She's clean, she's good, she's healthy, she has healthy roots. But she just outgrew this pot. See? Digging in. She's coming up. I want to save as many of her roots as possible. You see, her roots are going out through the drain hole. I know they like to be root bound, but there is no support for this plant in this pot. And I'm afraid she's going to tip over and break in half. And that would be really, really hard for me to deal with. Yes, I'm breaking some roots down here, but she'll be all right. My darling Cylindrica starfish will be just fine. See all those beautiful roots? They're not gonna die. She will be just fine. And I'm waiting for her to give me some pups. I've had her since 2021. Here we go. Here she is. She has a beautiful root system. And there she is. Okay, what am I going to do with her? I'm going to sit her right here in this pot. Whoops. While I'm going to hurt something else over here in the meantime, so turn her around. Okay, and this is good soil. This is very good soil. I'm not going to throw this away. She has no pests, and I always use Epsom salt in my soil because pests they don't like salt. And I use cinnamon because bugs do not like cinnamon, especially hands. You put any kind of powder on some hands and they're going to leave. I think this will be just fine. Nice hairy soil. And I'm not even going to disturb. Perfect. Yeah, see. So, she'll be getting a bunch of new soil. There, I'm dumping this old thing in. Whole thing. I don't think she's too deep. There we go. A whole lot of soil. Because this thing is just too big. Okay, set her in the center. There we go. And that's it. And put her in the center, cover up her roots to the back. There we go. This is a beauty. This is just a beauty. And I don't know what I'm going to do when she outgrows this pot because this pot is huge. Okay, let me put. Okay, she's fine. Good airy soil. She just happened to not be able to fit in that pot any longer, and therefore I got to give her room so she can make me pups. And just be comfortable and thrive. I do not want to make you back here. There we go. So, this is the soil she was in, and her root system is already in new soil. Brand new soil that I made for her. That's where her root system is. And I'm not covering up none of her. That's the hard thing about these. This is Starfish Sansevierias. You can't bury them down. You can't bury none of the leaves in the soil, or you shouldn't. But I'll see what happens here. I'm going to give her a little support from behind with a couple of blocks to stabilize her. Yeah, because I want to keep her like this, just like that. So I'm putting a few rocks behind her in the soil though, not touching on her, just in the soil to kind of brace her forward. So they're in the soil, not touching on her, and yeah, just to keep her, to stabilize her. There we go. I'm going to get her in a deeper pot. You see, there's one leaf that's buried under here. Got to lift her a bit. You don't want any leaves to be buried because that's recipe for disaster. If leaves are buried and they start rotting off, then that's recipe for disaster with this plant. You cannot have the leaves under soil, and that's why she tips over, because as small as the leaves are, you have to have them above the soil. Okay? So that's the problem. Why she is tipping over. And I'm not going to cut her up either. So there we go. Yes, none of this is supposed to be buried under the soil. Or we're going to be, the plant is going to rot right off. And that would be worse than having her tip over. Won't you think so? Yeah. That's way worse than her tipping over if she dropped off. Because she's going to start rotting from underneath, and then you won't see it until you see this plant looking all droopy and all sad. Then next thing you know, you have big problems. See? I want to know what would someone do with a giant starfish like this. If you don't know what to do with her, she's growing so big, and you try your best to keep her alive, happy and healthy. See? Yep. Like I said, I'm padding the back with rocks under the soil, not on her body, because you can't do that. Put a wound to her if we put the soil on her body. So this is, I've been caring for her since she was a little seedling. Honestly, I didn't even know what she was. I saw her and she looked so cute. I thought in a little nursery pot, about a 3-inch nursery pot, or maybe she was bare root. I'm not sure, because they sell them bare root in the store. Yeah, but I brought her home with me, and just like that, she starts growing. She grew slow for the first 6 months, and then what happened? I went away and came back. And when I got back, I saw this thing growing and growing. And I said, my, what is going on here? Then, same thing happened again. Went away, came back, and I found this great big starfish leaning over. I said, oh my God, what's going on here? But I think you would agree with me that she is beautiful. But right now, she is a little bit difficult to care for, because I do not know what's the correct pot to put her in. Because I know one thing for sure, she was not doing very good in the pot that I took her out of, because it's so shallow. Now this one is wider, but I have to be careful not to bury her, like I said, to bury none of her under the soil. So she has plenty of soil with her right now, but I'm gonna backfill her right here, so she have support to her back. And I don't think she's gonna lean forward. I maybe will still put a stake behind her and help her out with a nice soft wrap around a couple of the leaves, just to hold her, fingers, not leaves. Yeah, just to hold her. I'm gonna give her a bath when I'm done. Okay? So she will be nice and clean. That will be her watering. Yeah. Giving her a bath. Okay. I forgot my scoop somewhere, so this is what I'm going to use. I'll be using this backfill. Yeah. Hope my soil won't tip over. Let's say, what are you going to put to the front? I am going to be putting to her front, right around here, some nice small rocks, for 2 reasons. 1, to help to give her some support to the front. 2, so she we have close to the ocean, so the wind won't blow all this soil all over the place. And for beautification, because the rocks looks very beautiful once you top them off. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Trying to do my best to keep her under soil, but not cover her fingers. Yep. Raise her up a bit. Raise those fingers. few rocks under these fingers. Don't want them under the soil, okay? She'll be all right. Oops, I think I broke one. I think so. No, she's fine. She is just fine. You see how cute this thing is. Absolutely adorable. I'm sure you can see her. I can't believe I have this. This is just so wonderful. I love Sansevierias. I love all my plants. But I collect Sansevierias. They're not very easy to come by. So when I see a rare one, I just get it. Yep. Okay. So now it's the time to really, really, really put those rocks in. Okay. So at least she's not tipping over like she was. And I hope she stabilizes and her roots will grab on again and she will be just fine. No more soil to the back. No more soil. And no more soil to the front. Well, I think I'll have pretty much good amount of her exposed, so not to worry. I've been caring for her when she can care for herself. No, can she care for herself? No. I'm still caring for her. So look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to top her off with rocks. Yeah. Top her off with rocks. Rocks. Yep. These are nice, beautiful rocks. Come up here. Makes it so much easier. I think what's going to happen after a while, see what goes on with her for the next 6 months if she makes any pups during the summer. Because, you know, that's a good growing season, spring and summer. And we're in the spring right now. So we're going to see if she makes any new pups. And if she doesn't, I'm going to put company in her box with her. I'm going to put maybe a cylindrica in here. Because I do have nice cylindrica. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Soil is in. And I'm just putting some rocks. Yeah. And that will help to keep the soil in the pot and keep her not stabilized. She's already stabilized, see? Yeah, that's my bucket of rocks. She's already way better than she was when I thought it was just too shallow. It wasn't that shallow, but not wide enough. Sorry for the noise with the rocks, but yeah. There we go. Yep, she's doing good. And it's not because the pot is not deep enough. It is deep enough, but we can't take her under more than right. These can be covered up. We just can't cover them up under the soil. So this is her natural way of growing. And I'm going to clean our pot, and I'm going to put a fresh coat of paint on it, like I do all the time. These are concrete pots. They're not going anywhere. So we just have to wash them, keep them clean, and cover them up. Okay. I'm going to put some slow release fertilizer here. This is Osmocote. They don't need a whole lot lot of fertilizer, but I do give them fertilizer. And they never said no. They never disagree. So I put some, maybe 1 or 3 times for the year, I put slow release. So, you know, this slow release, it feeds for 3 to 4 months. Some say it's 6, but I think the instructions say 3 to 4 months feeding. And then I probably give water soluble every other month when I do water, because they don't need a lot of water. She stores water in her fingers. Okay, so I'll be giving her a bath, and I'm getting my bath supplies really quickly. I should have had it before. I apologize. Okay, I'm right back. I am right back. Okay, so my solution for giving her a bath is nothing but dish soap, light dish soap, and water. And you can just use water because you know, you really don't need much. It's just dust that's on her, and I'm just spraying her down. Especially because she got covered over with some soil, and I want her to be nice and clean. So I'm giving her a bath. There we go. You can use a little nice soft rag for the bath, but I did not properly prepare for the bath, you know what? So therefore, I'm just giving her a bath, and she don't mind. She actually is happy, and she's so big, I'm gonna take this sprayer off. I'm just going to be using my fingers. See, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. Since I don't have that little wash rag for her, so I had a washcloth, and I would just wet it, wash her down, and then rinse her. And just like that, look how beautiful she already is. Yeah. I'm not giving her a whole lot of water because I didn't water her for a few days because I was anticipating giving her this bath after this procedure, after repotting her. Yeah, so I've watered her in a few days. So this water will suffice, and it will last for another 2 weeks, 10 days to be specific. Then I'll water her again. But right now, she is doing just fine. And just like that, this is gonna be another big project. This one. Oh, I knocked a piece of my food off. Oh no! See? This is a cylindrical, but this one is not a palm. Sorry, that's not a starfish. That's just a plain tall. I don't think she's going to get any taller because she flowered this summer. And I understand so far that once they flower, then they stop growing this way. But they're saying pups. So she have pups coming out of everywhere. One is right here. And she split the pot right down here. So, I'm wondering if I should just leave her. So see, there is 2 great big ones in here. Should I just leave her and let her pups do their thing? Let them grow for this growing season, and then maybe take care of them next year. But I'm not sure because I have to plan ahead as to what I'm going to put her in. Because see, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to clean this off for the time being, and then I'm going to be giving her a fresh coat of paint another day. I have my little handyman help me out with my painting, so he will come and paint my pots for me. So, my friends, I'm here in Jamaica. Look at me. I did not give my face a wash. It's just from sweating because it's it's like 88 degrees. There is a breeze, but it doesn't help a lot. Well, it does help. But I'm so happy to be here. Thank you all so much for watching. And please, if you do like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.